Hello, this is Dr. Jeff Kim, and I'm very excited about where I'm headed out today to Washington, D.C.
And Sylvia asked, where are we going? What are we doing there? Well, we're headed to the Hill, Capitol Hill this evening, and we'll be going to the famous Cannon Caucus Room. And it's currently, it was renamed a few years ago and renovated, now called the Nancy Pelosi Caucus Room. Cannon building. It's a beautiful room to see. Tonight, we're kicking it off with this beautiful reception here in the Cannon Caucus Room at the U.S. Capitol with our congressional leaders from different parts of the country who will be coming to welcome our community here on Capitol Hill. And this is the House of Representatives, or better known as the House of the People, where laws are made. And this is where people come together to create a foundation for a country, for a nation. And it's important that Korean Americans are part of that conversation. And that's why we're here to meet with our leaders, to demonstrate that we're here, we care, we're civically engaged, we support our leaders, and we want them to also listen to the Korean American community.
Today we're hear from 6 members of Congress who we will be hearing and meeting with. And to kick us off, we have our wonderful Executive Director, Abraham Kim, who is a good friend to all of you. I know.
It's really an exciting time and opportunity for us, and I think this year in particular. As many of you know, this year it marks the 120th anniversary of Korean immigration here in the United States, and as well as the 70th anniversary of our U.S. and Korea.
Thank you. Welcome to the start of the 2023 Envision Gala.
This weekend is a 3-day event sponsored by the Council of Korean Americans here in Washington, D.C. And it is a gathering of Korean American leaders from all across the country in all different sectors to not only celebrate our community, but also to come together to have a conversation about the future of our community. And in particular this year, because it's the 120th anniversary of our immigration, that we also want to reflect the past and the leaders and families and the communities that really built this community over the last 120 years, and how we as leaders now, the next generation, next chapter, is taking the torch and continuing that great progress of the Korean American community to the future, and then how we've really thrived and also had a major impact both in wide areas, everything from education to media to finance to law. I mean, the list goes on and on. And this is one of those unique times where all these different people from all different walks of life come together to share their experiences, but also how we can encourage each other as a community.
And I know it's not just one event, but kind of like a series of events that's happening in the next couple of days. What are some highlights that you have in your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tonight we're kicking it off with this beautiful reception here in the Cannon Caucus Room at the U.S. Capitol with our congressional leaders from different parts of the country. That's the beginning. And then tomorrow we'll have a full day of conference events, a summit at the Conrad, including talking with leaders in the art world, leaders in the corporate world, leaders in entrepreneurship and a wide variety. And then Saturday will be the culmination with our Envision Gala, which is a black tie event for about 450 people, and that will be at the Conrad. And there we'll be honoring 4 honorees from different generations and in different fields. And so that will be really the highlight, and that's the culmination of probably we'll have a total of at least 9 planned events that are going on through these couple of days. Feel excited, feel just a real sense of pride and a real sense of just appreciation and gratitude. I think a lot of people had to come together to pull off an event like this, but also a time as we celebrate these milestones of not only our 120th anniversary of our immigration, but also the 70th anniversary of U.S.-Korea alliances this year too. So those are the 2 major milestones that we're all celebrating together. So.
And what is your hope for so many friends that have come from all over the country to come to this place? What would be your hope for them?
I mean, for those who are participating in this weekend, I hope it inspires them. They learn something new. They meet some great people, reconnect with old friends, but also to be challenged, to be engaged with their community more, to give back, to support their leaders, and to really get a sense that in order for a community to grow, every individual has to do their part, and we can't do this alone. And we have to do our act as leaders, whether we're in Los Angeles, whether we're in Seattle or New York or Peoria, Illinois, wherever we are, we all have to work together and do our part to represent our community. And that's the only way our community can thrive and grow.
To be that voice and do our parts in all our spaces and places.
Exactly.